Uh, what kind of research has gone into it since it is an epic movie, it's historical?
There are so many incidents that have happened up north, and so every historical evidence is there what happened where. Uh, Primarily because it was those very disturbing days of the in the 17th century, a lot of war zone of the lot of upheavals in wars, battles. So mostly the evidence of the forts and everything has been destroyed, but there are very few evidences. When you see the film, we probably in the end of the film show you that picture of what I showed you is a replica of the exact thing that is there in Punjab today. So there's a lot of evidence of history that is right there, and it's all that within about the 20, 30 mile sort of radius area. So I have made sure that any and everything that possibly is there. So I went there, clicked the pictures, went to my animation studio with Mr. Prasad and his team, told them this is the tree where Guru Gobind Singh laid at night and rested. That tree is still there, there's a Gurdwara there, so we created the same tree, same bark, same leaves, everything same, and replicated in the film. Even the shot you saw Guru Gobind Singh with the arm and the arrow and the armor that he wore is still with some Sikh people who probably took it from the Guru, and they still have it with them. And I have made the replica of the same thing that Guru Sahib wears in the film. So his arrows, which always had a gold strip on, it's always a gold strip on the in the edge of it, so that if the person who is hit, probably his family has the support of that little gold piece there to carry on the treatment or whatever support life. So all that philosophy was there. So those things are still there. So we absolutely copied those and made sure that they're the replica of the original.
Wow, seems like it's a lot of research has gone
Oh,
down
yes.
there. Okay, so we'll take questions from
See the producer, without whom I could have not completed the film, and then later Prasad, well, I couldn't have done this animation without him. So Pammi Beja to be here to say a few words.
And being a part of this venture, which my husband has been so passionately working on for the last 3.5 years. Of course, we all have been supporting him. We live in the same house, but I haven't seen him for the last 3 years. It's almost to that level that he's working on the sofa and I'm sleeping on the bed. That's how it's been these last 3 years. But it's been such a wonderful journey to tell this story about these kids who actually are the pure lights who came on this earth to give us the freedom of speech, freedom to be who we really are, freedom to be conscious of the fact that whichever way we want to connect with the source, with God, what we call here, we have the freedom to do it. These little kids who were just 18, 14, 5 and 7 actually fought for that. For all of us who are sitting here, have the freedom to do and believe in what we want to believe. And nobody enforcing us to do what we should not be doing. So I'm really in a lot of gratitude because I was sitting in Sarhand when I did the Akhand Path there, and the wall was just next to my Gurdwara. The kind of gratitude I had for these little kids at that point of time, I cannot even say about it. It was so amazing, it was so beautiful. So there's a lot of gratitude to these kids for letting us be here. Thank you.
She's talking about the wall in which they were actually all alive, that part of the wall which actually fell down, but about 1.5, 2 feet was still there, and that wall is still there. There's a Gurdwara there. So before we started the campaign of the publicity of the film, we did a Akhand Path there, and then started the process of the campaign of the publicity. Here, to Prasad, the person without which you would have just seen a blank screen.